All right, guys, good morning, my MVP family, my powerful MVP family. That's you I'm talking to this morning. All of you. A big shout out to my members. A couple of you have, some of you have been a member some day one, from way back when once I got monetized and could get members. You have been there with me, guys. So thanks to all of you who have become members and each month support the thing. I must say a big thank you also to the donors to the soup kitchen. This video now, guys, this is the second video for the day, and this one is about the soup kitchen, guys. And again, the playlists are there, so this video will be added to the soup kitchen playlist. You look in there, you'll see different playlists that the videos are attached to. It means that if you click on a playlist, you'll be watching videos that relates to that. I'm not sure how many videos, I don't know, because it would have been, I have 700 and something videos out there. So I don't know how she did them and how many videos are in one playlist. So I really don't know, but I just know that she created a playlist and I was doing them and then I just got distracted and couldn't keep up with them. So now when I do a video, I just quickly add it to a playlist so you'll see it there. So you have seen the progress of the soup kitchen. But I just want to say this again to us. I want to read for us this morning St. Matthew chapter 21. And this is a little story that keeps, it stays in my mind. And it says that when Christ was there he was some part in Rome, and he said he saw people were casting in the thing in the treasury, putting in. And he said the rich people were able to just put in, they were just putting in. But one person got his attention. One person, and he said he saw also a certain poor widow casting in thither 2 mites. 2 mites. And in those days, mites, even today, 2 mites is nothing. It's like half pennies, I think, or less than that. And he said, of a truth, I say unto you, that this poor widow hath cast in more than they all. For all these have of their abundance cast in unto the offerings of God. But she of her penury hath cast in all the living that she had. And as some spake of the temple, now it was adorned with goodly stones and gifts, he said, as for these things which ye behold, the days will come in the which there shall not be left one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. I thought of the story of the widow with the mite, and I not only look at it as her casting in all that she had, but it was a willingness to help. It's not about what we have, but it's a willingness to support and to help when there is a needy cause. So I don't think we should just look at the story as the widow and the mite as she gave her last. It's about knowingly helping where help is needed, where we give when nobody even asks us to give. I think that is a better story, because we build and it's going to get torn down. We build, but when we build in the heart, nobody can take that from us. When we build in the heart, a lot of us just look at, okay, and what have you, but it's about the heart, guys. Never get attached to earthly things, because as I said, when we leave this earth, there's nothing we can take from here. And a lot of times we prep and prep. And at the end of the day, when we close our eyes and think that people are going to have the same value as we valued what we had, there's none. And some of us, so you can sit there, you can put your foot there, you can touch this, you can, oh my God, I have to make this. When you're gone, our kids, as I said, don't want it. Our kids are not going to spend the time we spent on it. It doesn't matter to anybody. So let us enjoy it, let us give back, let us share. And let us just do the good we can do. Let us just do the good we can do. So yes, we have the soup kitchen. This one I had a long conversation with Bev Brown, and one of the things I told her I was disappointed in is that so many people, we had 19 people that have been fed from the soup kitchen. 19. And I said to her, this is a community thing. At the end of the day, yes, it's on her space, but it was in her little space that the foods were being cooked and everyone was enjoying. It was in her space that all of this started. And so nobody should look at it that, oh, she's benefiting or what have you. She has been doing community services from her space. And it is because of what she did from her space why the space needed to be expanded. And as I said to her this morning, it's very disappointing that none of the people who were able, I'm not talking the blind people and the shut-ins and the mentally ill ones, or the mentally ill but was not functioning. I'm not talking about them, but I'm talking about people who were able to get down to the shop to get their food, people who were able to help deliver the food, that they didn't come one day and said, is there anything I can do to help? Community service is just that. It's not just for people to come and take, but it's also for people when there's stuff to get done. Instead of us paying so much money to get this thing done, that they would have jumped in, and some of the work we paid for could have been a contribution, because they're the ones getting the support. So this one I had a strong talk with Bev Brown, and you guys know I'm not mean, I'm not angry, and I'm not saying I'm not bitter and malicious. I'm just saying I had to just tell her this morning that we're here now. We are going to get ready to do the floor, right? To get the floor done is a lot of cement. I sent her $700, $750 on Friday. We have to get the floor done. We have to get the heap of cement again. We did get extra stone, we did get extra sand and stuff, but it's a lot of cement now to just get the floor done. We did the rendering. That took a lot of cement to get the rendering done. And we could have just chaka and leave it there, but we want to do the best we can do as it represents what we stand for. So this morning, I say, yes, we need some more support. We need some more support, and I'm just praying that, I know it's hard for everyone. It's hard, and you have to evaluate and see what it is you want to contribute to, if you want to. As I said, I did send the funds down. We got some donations, and I did explain how much donations we got. And with that said, I put what needed to put so that everything is running smoothly. And hopefully we'll get done soon, and Bev Brown will start cooking again. And those who will pledge just to contribute something each month towards the cooking, because as I said, Bev Brown will be cooking differently. We're not going to do no French fried chicken. We're not going to get carried away with stuff. We're going to cook hot meals for the people who need it, who needs it. So we're not going to get carried away in the next sitting when the finishing is done, and because it's disappointing. It is disappointing. You have a church in the community. Yes, they're doing what they're doing, but they know how many people got fed from what Bev Brown is doing. And not a soul, not one person came one day and lifted a bucket or a stone. What kind of community is this? Communities are supposed to rally together for the children, for the elderly, for the needy. That's what communities do. And it is just very disappointing to see that there was not this kind of support. Everything done had to be paid for. Everything done had to be paid for. What am I going to say? I couldn't hold it in. You know, yesterday I saw something from Shansen where they went in, and this is what I say in Jamaica, and people are helping the people in Jamaica. These are strangers that we're doing for. These are not family members that we're giving to and putting it out there and to ask the world to help them. These are strangers. And you sacrifice and you budget and you help, and yet you cannot feel good to say, yeah, we did, and we see the growth, we see the strength, we see the difference. It is so like people are just set in their ways, and they just sit there, and year in, year out, they think that, the situation is going to change because they just sit there. Your situations change when people help you. They give you one corn grain and you plant it, and you get a whole ear of corn with 10 grains on it, and you eat 4 and you plant 6. And the next year you're going to have so much corn that you're not going to know what to do with it. Does somebody give you a corn grain and the corn come, and you just say, well, me get a corn, and you just put in a pot, boil it and eat it? What are you going to have for next year? So let us remember, guys, that when people pull us up, it's pulling us up. You got to stand up and you got to help yourself. When people do for you and sacrifice and give a little to you, make it multiply and bring forth fruits. Because it's easier for somebody to help you buy a next pot to plant another fruit tree in, than for them to give you again to start again with the same tree to grow. So thanks to all of you who have donated and who have made this possible. As I said, they're getting ready to do the floor, and after the floor is the doors, to cut the door in her space to enter the new space. And the guy will come on Sunday to mostly, we're just looking now for the door. Now she's telling me this one that we need more lot to put the Solitex up there. I didn't even know these things. So we need that, and we need to pay the 2 guys to pay for the floor to get done, and pay the guy to come and finish up all the carpentry stuff. I was hoping to have a concrete countertop, but whatever she has left there to do the counter, we'll just go with it. I was just looking that if cement was left, they could really build a counter top from cement. But if it's not available, then it's what it is. We just go for it. Eventually, she will need to get a plumber to bring in the water into the kitchen. For now, she'll bring in her barrels, fill them up with water, and make that work. She will also need somebody to dig the pit and somebody to set the toilet bowl and stuff up, and to have the pit ready to put the plumbing stuff out there. For now, she will make do with what's going on. If you donate, then the money goes down to her. If you don't donate, then it will have to wait. But we just want the kitchen done. And again, as I said, thanks to everyone who has made this happen. So, as the widow's mite, we know when Christ spoke in parables, it's a lesson for us. Some of us have enough, and we give back willingly. We give willingly. Nobody has to ask. And that's a good thing, because that's a blessing right there. Because it says it's easier for the camel to go through an eye of an eagle. I don't know if these scriptures are read in the Catholic churches, which the rich people go, because Christ is just telling us that we're not going to bring anything with us. And so it's very much easy, because when we're rich, we have so much, we don't know what to do with it. We live in a world where we look down on everybody around us. You have people who are not even rich, but they look down on people around them. So Christ is telling you that that kind of attitude will not get into heaven. It will not put us in a good place. But when we're caring and we're loving to people, we're respectful and kind, then we're in a better place. So it's easier for the camel to go through the vinegar than the rich man who is arrogant and rude to enter the kingdom of heaven. So go forth and love people. Go forth, do good, be kind to those around you. If you have been lucky to get the opportunity to build, and you have, then help somebody along the way. It doesn't matter. Help a child, a crackers, a little pack of crackers go a long way. Sometimes it's the kids running home from school. Buy a little pack of crackers, give them money, let them eat it as they're going along. You know, in the old days, granny them used to mint ball or one sweetie, they used to call it one sweetie. And them give one sweetie, you suck it and you go on, and it encourage you, man. It give you energy, give you strength, sweeten up your mouth, and you keep going. And so the same is true for today, that if you can give $1, give it. If you can give 10, give it. If you can give 100, give it. Because at the end of the day, it's not like you are losing out. You are blessing somebody and you're getting blessings in return. It's a give and take. Because God's telling him not gonna let any good deed that we do, you know, any good deed, he's going to make sure he bless it. And so let us continue to gain the blessings from God as we bless others. God is not coming down to say, oh, here's your blessing to anybody. It's people that he puts in our lives to bless us, to make our paths a little easier. A lot of us have worked hard, and it's not because we're lazy why we're not doing better than we're doing. It's not laziness. It's just because the opportunities that we get are limited. Yeah, but where we are, the opportunities are limited. How to get to where better opportunities are, it's hard. And so we shouldn't look down on anyone and say, we're not helping no one because no, let us help, let us do good. Because people use what they have where they are. And as long as they're not sitting down waiting for you to just do for them, then do the good you can do. You make sure that today is a blessed day. You cook your dinner. Cook a little bit extra and give your neighbor a little bit if they don't have it. I'm not talking about the rich neighbor who can afford it. I'm talking about the local person down the road. You go to church, you know the poor people in the church who might not have dinner tonight. Make sure that you reach out and give them a little plate or something so that they can, you know, save back. And one of the things I talked to Beth Brown to also about, I said these people who are getting the hot meals, what we have to remember too is that when we're getting help, it doesn't mean that what we have, we take it now and go palaver, right? A lot of people, they had $1,000 and that would have been to buy the food. That's all they had. And because somebody giving them a meal, them not think that way. Let me put down that 1,000 here because it would have had to buy my meals. Let me put it down for rainy day. They just go out now and first time them used to be able to, them used to buy one little something, them spend $500 or the 1,000 for the whole week. Now because them getting this, them run gone buy curtain, them run gone buy material things. And then thinking that every day, if you're getting help, the funds you would have used to do what somebody's doing for you, put it away for when there is nothing you can go on. When the work on the soup kitchen, the actual building started, and we decided after a while, we said we can cook and build. People are crying out, oh, them have not know, them hungry, them this. And I'm saying, how many months you've been getting free food? Where is the money that you would have used to provide those meals? You should have had them put away, so now you would have that to come in to do what you need to do. So when people give us a chance, guys, don't take what you have and go spend it unwisely. Make sure you put it aside so that when the help stops, your life doesn't stop, but you can continue because you got a break. I said to people, I sent a barrel to them, I said, The money you'd have used for food, put it away. Not because you get the barrel, now you're going to go spend and spend. The money you would have paid these foods with, put it aside, because when the barrel done, you're going to have a little surplus there. And that's how we have to think, guys. Think smartly and do things wisely. Don't get carried away with material things and then tomorrow you sit down looking because now your house look pretty, but you don't have nothing to eat. Wash what you have, keep it clean, and put away the little you have for a rainy day. So again, this is Miss Bev from the Blessing Soup Kitchen. Remember, the website is open, msbevsproductions.com. Please go out and support, guys. Remember to like the videos. Share a video or two, guys, or more. Share them. You have WhatsApp. Just click the share arrow and it will give you WhatsApp as a choice. If you have Facebook, just share them, people. Just share a video or two or more. Like the videos. You gotta press that little thumbs up is not just there. It's there for you to press it. And once you press it, you're going to see that it changed. If you see it opens up, it means you never press the video, you never like it. So press it, man, and make it add up to Google, make Google see it, make YouTube see that it is liked. So make it a great day by choice, my people. Make it a great day by choice. Go forth and do good. Help those who are in need. Help the sick. Visit the sick. And make sure that the little children, you're listening to them, you're guiding them, and we're protecting them from their safety. Protect them from molestation. Protect them. You can see signs. Make sure that you're out there, guys. Not only feeding, but also and tell them, come to church, but that we're taking care of them and giving them a safe place to become valued contributors to society. Be good, be careful, walk good.